I turned the flashlight in my phone on and held it up to get a better look at the shed. There was some old farm equipment scattered around the area, but what caught my attention was toward the back. I took a few more steps to get a better look and found a corner of the space had been decorated like a bedroom. There was an old bed with a rusty frame and a torn mattress set up in the corner, along with a collection of what appeared to be chew toys sprinkled around. Above the bed in block letters, similar to the boy's bedroom I had seen in the house, was the name Christopher. I took a few more curious steps forward to get a better look at the makeshift living space, then felt something at my feet. I stooped to pick up the item buried in the dirt and found part of a chain. As I picked it up, the chain emerged from its resting place in the ground, and as I pulled it up, I found that it was connected to a large metal pole posted near the bed. I followed the chain on the other side and found at the end part of a broken shackle. I dropped the chain, letting it tinkle to the ground, and left as quickly as I could. If Arthur was here, I knew that this was the last place he would want me to be. I examined the rest of the farmyard, wondering where, if at all, I would find Arthur, and my eyes landed on a shape beneath a tree in the distance. I could hear Arthur's words from the weeks before, "Mine's under the apple tree," and wondered if this was the tree he had spoken of. As I drew closer, the shape beneath the tree became clearer, and I recognized it as the man I sought. "Arthur," I called, beginning to jog now. "Arthur, I really need to..." I stopped. It was Arthur, but he wouldn't be answering any of my questions. The top of his skull was missing, and his body was slumped against the trunk of the tree, hunched over the barrel of the shotgun that still rested in his mouth. His body was covered in bite marks and scratches that looked like perhaps he had given himself the least painful death presented to him. Beside Arthur's body stood a wooden cross with the name Jonathan carved into the horizontal piece. He had said his was under the apple tree. He had meant his son, which begged the question I had come with that now seemed wouldn't be answered. What happened to the other boy? A piece of paper stuck out between Arthur's fingertips. I stooped down and grabbed it, hoping perhaps a suicide note would give me at least part of the answer I had come for. It wasn't a note, however, but a photograph, one that had to be 25 years old or so. A younger-looking Arthur smiled back at me, holding a 5-year-old at his hip who wore a wide grin